As the demand for food increases with our ever-growing population, farmers are looking to maximize their yields to feed our world. Hi, my name is Brenden Senko. I attend BGM High School in Saskatoon, and I'm going to be taking my degree in agribusiness at the University of Saskatchewan next year. Today, I'm going to talk about our custom fertilizer application business and how it creates a chapter in the food story. Now, plants are made up of several elements. Some they get from the air and water, and others they get from the soil. As plants use nutrients in the soil, they must be replenished. This is where we come in. We broadcast fertilizer for farmers in the fall and in the spring. 4 of the main nutrients that plants use and that we apply through the soil are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and sulfur. Out of all these nutrients, nitrogen is the most present in plants, making up 3 to 4% of the plant. Nitrogen is used in the building blocks of plants and aids in photosynthesis. It is also responsible for the dark green color in plants. Phosphorus stimulates root growth, increases resistance to disease, and improves quality of the crop. Potassium aids in food production for the plant, increases protein in the plant, and makes plants more drought tolerant by reducing water loss. Sulfur is needed for the production of proteins in plants. Proteins are made of chains of amino acids. At the beginning of each chain is an amino acid called methionine, which is sulfur-based. Without sufficient sulfur, the plant is unable to produce enough methionine to make proteins for the plant. As a matter of fact, having lots of nitrogen without sulfur can actually decrease yields. Our business is in the process of adopting a new sulfur product called Biosol. This new and exciting product is made from composted organic materials that the grocery store can no longer sell due to being over the expiry date, being damaged in the shipping process, or just having defects on it. So, instead of all this still good food being thrown into a landfill, it is being recycled and put back on our fields, creating a more sustainable cycle where the food we grow that is not eaten gets put back on our fields for new food. Around 40% of all food produced is thrown away, so through the use of this product, we are trying to make a change in that. This product is made of 30% compost and 70% elemental sulfur. Things such as dairy, produce, meat, and wood are going into a special blend, being composted for 3 months, then sulfur is added and the blend is cured for 9 months on special compost pads. Prior to the invention of this product, there were 2 main sulfur products, elemental sulfur and ammonium sulfate. Elemental sulfur provides a long-term solution for sulfur, lasting 3 to 4 years depending on how much your crop uses, but it needs 1 year before it is available to the plants as the microorganisms in the soil need to interact with it, and it is dangerous to handle due to its flammability. On the other hand, ammonium sulfate is available immediately to the plant, but it will only last 1 year. Biosol is the best of both worlds. It is safer to handle than elemental sulfur as the compost reduces the amount of dust it can produce as well as its flammability. It is immediately available to the plant as the microorganisms in the compost have already broken down the sulfur, and it can last 3 to 4 years. Many farmers only apply sulfur during their canola rotation, and while oilseeds are the biggest users of sulfur, all crops need it, and we try to raise awareness of this to farmers so they can maximize their yields. In the grand scheme of the food story, by applying fertilizer, we are feeding the population that continues to grow at a very high rate with the same amount of land we have year after year. If not for our contributions, the land we have alone would not be sufficient to feed our planet. It needs some extra help, which is what we provide. Also, by increasing the amount of food farmers can produce, it keeps the costs down for the consumer at the grocery store, who is ultimately going to be eating the final product. Now, a little bit about myself and why I love agriculture so much. As well as working for my dad, I'm hired by 2 farmers to help around their yards. One day, I would love to become a farmer myself. I love this idea because I enjoy creating things and being able to see the finished product of what I have made. I already enjoy growing vegetables around my own yard, and I hope to get 2 laying hens this spring. While attending the U of S, I hope to learn about how to run a business, as well as learn more about agriculture and the economics behind it. My name is Brenden Senko, and thank you for listening to my presentation.